Hello, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you another card featuring the Fancy Frame Snowflakes, which is the new die from Sentimentally Yours. And this die is exclusive to my website, which is juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and also to honeypotcrafts.co.uk as well. So Phil's done this frame mainly as an extra for those of you that missed out on the festive fancy frames which were released earlier this year. They flew out and Phil didn't get any more in, and this is just a special for those of you that missed out, and probably some of you just want to add it as well if you've got the others. And once it's gone, it's gone. It will not be on TV. There's just a limited stock available, as I said, to my website and to Phil's website as well. So I've already done 2 other videos which hopefully you've watched already, and so this is my 3rd one. It might be my final one, I'm not sure yet, but anyway, I thought we'd crack on and make ourselves a 7x7 card using the Fancy Frames Snowflakes. And I'm going to be using a paper pad. Hang on, let me grab it. Which is an old one from Sentimentally Yours, and it's called Candy Christmas Stars and Snow, and we're going for the purple combo of the snowflake papers. I don't know if he's got it anymore. I didn't check. I should have done, but anyway, you can go and have a look on Honeypot Crafts and see if they have Candy Christmas Stars and Snow. If not, of course, you can use any papers in your stash. I just wanted to create something in slightly different tones to what you're normally used to and what I've used before. So, and we're also going to use these fall-away pieces from when you cut the frame. So from when you cut this die, let me get it out. This die, you get these bits, they fall out, and so we're going to use those. I thought it'd be cool to use them, and we're gonna cut. In fact, I've already done it. I've cut the frame out of one of the snowflake papers, and you can see how pretty it looks. And I've also cut an extra pair of snowflakes from the Snowflake Flurry die set, which you can have a look, see if Honeypot have still got them. But these are the snowflakes that Phil has based this frame on. Okie dokie. I've also cut myself a backer out of white card, and to do this, I'll just recap for you. To do that, you want to take your backer die and put low-tack tape on your card. You then want to take your snowflake frame, pop it in the centre, but don't secure it. And then you want to take your inner die, which is a little bit of a challenge every time. I cannot remember which way it goes in here. Let's see. I'll get it there eventually. No. Yes, no. bear with. I keep on saying I'm going to put a mark on it so I can see where it goes. And every single time I forget. There we go. It's in. It'll only go in one way, so you know you have to persevere. So we've got tape on the outside, then you put tape on the inside, and then you carefully remove this one, and because those two are taped down, you can then run them through, and then you get, let me just grab these and put them down on there. Then you get this, and I've actually embossed mine with the falling snow embossing folder, because I thought that would be quite a cool thing to do. And you can just about see a little bit of the embossing through the frame. Isn't that cool? These snowflakes after all. So we're going to glue that down first of all. So I'm just going to put some, I would suggest actually, because this is paper, although it's really good quality paper, I think it's, let me just check, I think it's 190 GSM. Yeah, 190 GSM paper. It's a little bit tough getting it out of the frame because I cut mine with the, what's it called? The metal plate. So it's well and truly cut. And I did struggle to get it out. I would say perhaps use some greaseproof paper or some wax paper with it if you're cutting paper. Card, there's no problem at all. But paper, because it's thinner, it's always the way with die cutting actually. When you've got an intricate die, you'll always find it's harder to get paper out than it is to get card out. It's just that's just the way it is with intricate dies. Doesn't matter who's the manufacturer. If it's paper, it's difficult. So, like I say, you might find that it's just easier to run it through with some greaseproof paper or some wax paper if you have it. Just as a word. But I mean, it did come out. It came out, but it just was. I just had to work at it. Okay, I think that's pretty much as much glue as I need. Or was I going to put some in there as well? Okay, so we're going to do the normal thing with the kitchen roll. Okay, this isn't all stuck up. Yes, it is. I need another piece. I'm just going to pop that on like so. And really don't hang about because it is paper. Just to get rid of any excess. And you know that the biggest corner, it's easy to figure out where it's going to go because the biggest corner is the bottom bit with the biggest snowflake. See if I've got it straight. You will find sometimes with embossing folders that the card warps a wee bit, and so it does distort and change. So your borders might not be as even as they are normally, and around your snowflakes might not be as neat. Turn that over, it's going to be easier if I do it this way. Actually, the snowflake folder looks really good debossed as well, doesn't it? That looks like almost like a lunar landscape, doesn't it? Okie dokie. So that's that. And what I've also done is I've taken another one of the papers, and I did cut a backer out of it originally because I thought I'd just stick it to the backer, and then I thought, well, my embossing folder may shrink the card a wee bit. So, and to make life easier as well, so that I didn't mess up when I glued it down, I've just trimmed a little bit off, and on each corner I've cut like that, so that where indentation, when there's the indentation here and here, that I can actually get it to fit properly. Hope that makes sense, because this is going on the back. And I cut the backer out just so, I cut it out with the backer die so I could get the line straight because it's got lines. And this says lower corner, LC, lower corner, just in case I didn't realise what I was doing. So we're going to just stick this. You could just stick the central bit, just cut the central die out and drop it in place. But because this has got lines on it, I didn't trust myself to be able to cut the die so that when I popped it in that the lines would be straight, because it would just do my head in if the lines were wonky when they were supposed to be straight. Do you know what I mean? If they're slightly on the diagonal when I wanted them straight. Whereas if you cut the whole back out and then just trim the edges down, then it's going to be straight, providing I get it on here straight, which looks pretty straight to me. Doesn't that look good? I really like that. I'm really happy with that. Okie dokie, that's that. So I have got underneath my wonderful MDF sheet, I've got a debossed double stitch square cut out of the silver mirror card. You can see me. There's my camera. Hello. And then I've also got the next size up out of the white card as well. So that's going to be my mat and layer, if you like. That just sets it off nicely. So we're just going to glue this in place. I'm trying to keep the foam tape down to the minimum. We have got a little bit on it, but not much. Let's go. Obviously, with this snowflake frame, you can decide whether you want the big bit bottom left, bottom right, top left, however you want it. And then, of course, that gives you different variations, doesn't it? Drop it. Try and get it as straight as I can. As I said, it might be slightly distorted because I've embossed my background. Now, this is where we're going to utilise these fall away pieces. Let me see if I've got one that I can show you. No, I don't know what I did with my gold ones. When you cut them out, let's grab the die. When you cut them out here, you'll get like a little, well, it's an indentation and then an extra bit. And then you get the same over on this side as well, there. Two sides. So all I've done is I've just used my scissors, because that's cut out at a slight angle there, and I've used my scissors to cut a slight angle there. So that just neatens it up. So that's the only thing I've done with it. And then we're going to glue this one down here in between the two double stitched lines, just to give us another little bit of interest. I thought that might be a nice thing to do. So this is probably where, if you've got the fine tip glue applicators, it'd be really useful. I've got them, but I never remember to fill them up. And then I never remember to use them. But I do have the woodware ones in stock on my website if you're interested in those. And you can just decant some of the Sentimentally Yours PVA into it. And I also sell the extra stainless steel pins as well. So if you need any of those. So this is going to go, like I say, glue on my fingers. It's going to go here. See if I can get in the middle. That looks nice. I like that. Instead of throwing it away, use it. Obviously, if you're going to do a 6x6 card, you can't use it. But if you go up to a 7x7 and add another mat, then you can actually do this. Well, another 2 mats actually, because there's another silver one as well that's gone on there. But in the paper pad, I think there's 5 different colours. And then there's, I think, 4 different designs, so you can do the same thing, exactly the same thing, lots and lots of times, but look different every time. It does depend on how I line this up. There might be a bigger border. There is a big border on this side. That's because I'm not brilliant at lining things up. But you can't tell. You can't tell, it's fine. Okie dokie. So that's bottom left. So what we'll do now is we'll actually get this onto our card. So as I said, I've got another mirror card layer here. So it's going on to a 7x7. Doesn't it look expensive? Fabulous. So I'm going to go more 1mm foam tape. So I've just got on my silver layer, I've got 1mm foam tape, and then onto my base card. So this is the only other foam tape I've got on my layers. So as far as foam tape's concerned, there's only 2mm. Obviously there's a bit more thickness with the layers of card and paper, but trying to keep it down to minimum, but still making it look rather nice. This piece. Let's see if we can get this on straight, hopefully. Which way up did I want it? See, at this point I can decide I could have it that way if I wanted to, obviously, or not, or I could have it that way, which is rather nice. But I want that bottom left. I want that bottom left. Okay, we're getting that. It's nice. I like a purple Christmas card. Makes me very happy. So we're just gonna, I've just cut an extra couple of snowflakes using the Snowflakes Flurry out of my paper. And I think, because it's paper, I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on the, should we call them fronds? I don't know if they are fronds. We call them fronds of the snowflake. So it's going to go in the middle to make it more like a rosette, I think. Okay. Yeah, stick for me, please. You will in a minute, won't you? I know you will. Because you're a good snowflake. Yeah, we just need the glue to go tacky, don't we? Yes, Mum. And put the other little snowflake in the corner. Hopefully this one, because it's a younger snowflake, it'll behave itself a bit better than the older one. The older one's obviously got a bit of an attitude because it's not behaving. Right, teeny weeny weeny one. Mum says behave. Much better behaved than this one. This one's definitely got an attitude. Right, let's get our sentiment on as well. So I'm going to do the same thing as I've done before. I'm going to scribble on my mat. I'm going to dip. You could cut it out, as I was saying in another video, you could cut it out of double-sided adhesive. I recommend the Elizabeth Craft Designs, and I have both the double-sided adhesive sheets and the 4-inch roll in stock on my website. Highly recommend it. It's always been my favourite. So let's get rid of that. Oh, we can use this one actually, can't we? This one's all knocked up anyway. I like to be frugal with my kitchen roll. We're going to put some 1mm foam tape on this. And we're going to put a little bit up here. And I want a teeny weeny bit up here. You could put it on flat if you wanted, because we haven't actually raised our frame. That's another thing you can do when you've got this background paper. You could actually put foam tape on the back of die, the embossed piece that I've used, and raise it so you're looking into the frame a bit more. Possibilities are endless. It is now. Fabulous. So I think to finish this off, what we're going to do is we're going to add some silver pearls. These are, I think these are called Silver Star, because the gold ones are called Gold Star. Mine doesn't have a label on it, so I think these are called Silver Star, and these are available from Honeypot Crafts. So we're going to put some there. I'll put one on all of the snowflakes because I can. I'm using glue this time. I did in my first demo, I had used the crystal Ranger stickles, and they're quite nice because when it seeps out underneath, when it dries, you've got it all glittery. So that's stickles. If you want to have a go with that. I don't know whether I'm going to put any around my frame at all. I haven't decided yet. Let's have a look, see what we've got here. I've got a lot in there, so I can't, when there's too many, I can't pick them all up. That's better. I don't want an 8. I've got a little one there. Where's the little one going to go? The little one can go, it's got a burr on it. Don't want an 8. I'm at 5 now. I've got something hanging off of that. So this is your pickup tool. Very, very, very useful piece of equipment, this. I don't do pearls without now. And paper piecing as well, they're very, very, very useful. Makes the life a lot easier. You just tip the pearls into your pot lid and Bob's your uncle, as they say. Job's a good one. I would probably try and stick these snowflakes down a little bit better, but when you're watching me, I'll try and be as quick as I can. Yeah, we're going to do teeny tiny ones there. Screwing on again. I need a 5 there. Need another teeny tiny one. Another teeny tiny one. Not 2, just 1. Don't fight. And another teeny tiny one. Yeah. We're all what's it up. No, I don't think. I mean, I could put pearls in the corner, but it's like when do you stop? Should I do that? Should I put pearl there and pearl there? But then I feel like I've got to put a pearl there as well. I don't know if I want to. Do you know what? I'm going to stop because I think it's beautiful as it is. I'll just hold it up so you can see it. Isn't it fabulous? That texture in the background from the embossing folder looks wonderful. And it's nice to do it in a different colourway. Let's see if I can get that straight on there for you. And then, of course, as I said to you, in this Candy Christmas Stars and Snow, you've got your red, green, the purple I've used, you've got teal, and you've got blue as well. So you can imagine this in those different colours. And I've not used very much paper at all because I've just cut the snowflake frame out. The 2 snowflakes you can get from the middle bit that falls away. These bits here are the fall away from the frames there, so that's all from one bit, so that's like half a sheet, less than half a sheet. And the same with the backer as well, that's not very much paper as well, so you can get loads out of it. So you'll find, as I said, you'll find the papers over on Honeypot Crafts, and also the pearls and the mirror card as well. I should have the embossing folder in stock, which is the Falling Snow, and this wonderful Fancy Frame Snowflakes die. So remember, this is exclusive to myself and to Honeypot Crafts. You won't see it on the television, and it's a limited run, limited edition, so once it's gone, it's gone. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's been useful. Do check out my other videos and like and subscribe if you haven't already. There are 2 other videos using this frame, and then there are other videos using the other Christmas fancy frames as well. And just need to say thank you for watching.